Dear student, myself J.U. Patil, I again welcome to all of you for my online lecture series during this lockdown period. Dear student, I have already started the unit number 6 for the subject computer network and cloud computing. Now today again I have the online lecture for all of you on the same unit for the topic Bluetooth. This topic Bluetooth is very well known for all of us because this Bluetooth we can use in day-to-day practical life also through these smartphones and laptops, etc. So now let's see what is Bluetooth. Bluetooth wireless technology is a short-range communication technology intended to replace the cables connecting portable unit and maintaining the high levels of security. Bluetooth technology is based on the ad hoc technology, also known as ad hoc piconets, which is a local area network with a very limited coverage. That means Bluetooth is a wireless technology used for short range communication intended to replace the cable and connecting the portable devices or units with each others and maintaining the high level of security. Bluetooth technology is based on the ad hoc technology, so that we can also known as ad hoc piconets, which is a local area network. We can say that personal area local network with a very limited coverage of distance. Now let's see what is the history of Bluetooth. So when it invented, so WLAN technology enables the device connectivity to infrastructure based services through the wireless carrier provider. The need for personal devices to communicate wirelessly with one another without an establishment or without an established infrastructure has led to the emergence of personal area network, that is called as the history, or we can say that the personal area network invention for the devices or personal devices to communicate with each other wirelessly without established infrastructure. So now for the history of Bluetooth, the Ericsson Bluetooth project in 1994 defines the standard for personal area networks to enable the communication between the mobile phones using low power and low cost radio interfaces. So in 1994, Ericsson has developed the Bluetooth project, defines the standards for the personal area network to enable the communication between the mobile phones using low power and low cost radio interfaces. Now in May 1988, companies such as IBM, Intel, Nokia, Toshiba joined the Ericsson to form the Bluetooth Special Interest Group, that is SIG, whose aims was to develop the de facto standard for personal area network. Now after Ericsson's or apart from Ericsson, the companies such as IBM, Intel, Nokia, Toshiba also joined that Ericsson Bluetooth project to form the Bluetooth Special Interest Group, that is called as SIG, whose aim to was developed to de facto standard for the personal area network. IEEE also has approved a Bluetooth based standard named as IEEE 802.15.1 for wireless personal area network, that is WBANs. IEEE standard covers the MAC and physical layer application also. That is the history of Bluetooth. Now Bluetooth specification details the entire protocol stack. Bluetooth employ radio frequency, that is RF, for communication. It makes the use of frequency modulation to generate the radio waves in the ISM bands. That means Bluetooth employs the radio frequencies, that is RF frequencies, for communication. It makes the use of what? Frequency modulation to generate the radio waves in the ISM bands. Figure shows the symbol of Bluetooth at left hand side and the example of Bluetooth device at an right hand side. The symbol, which is very well known for all of us in our day-to-day practical life, because this symbols is always present in our smartphones also, or in simple phones also. That symbols represents the Bluetooth technology which is used in the devices, and these devices, Bluetooth device, we can use in our day-to-day practical life also at many times. So that is about the Bluetooth symbols and Bluetooth device which are generally or widely used in the day-to-day practical life. The because of uses of Bluetooth technology has widely increased for its special features. Because Bluetooth technology having a special features, and because of that special features, it will be widely used by the many people in their day-to-day practical life. So these special features are nothing but Bluetooth offers a uniform structure for a wide range of devices to connect and communicate with each others. It has the unique structure for wide range of devices to connect and communicate with each others. Bluetooth technology has achieved a global acceptance such that any Bluetooth enabled devices almost everywhere in the world can be connected with the Bluetooth enabled devices. This is most important feature we have about the Bluetooth technology, that Bluetooth technology accepted World Wide Web, accepted by many people in such a way that the Bluetooth enabled devices almost everywhere in the world, that is, can be connected with Bluetooth technology or enabled devices to communicate with each other. Low power consumption of Bluetooth technology and offered a range of up to 10 meters has paved the way for several uses of models. Now the next feature is Bluetooth offers interactive conference by establishing an ad hoc network of laptops. This is the most important feature about the Bluetooth technology, that Bluetooth offers interactive conference by establishing an ad hoc network of laptops. This will be used by many people in corporate life for business meetings or business conferences. Bluetooth uses model includes the cordless phones, cordless computers, or cordless mobiles or intercoms. Now let's move towards the piconets and scatternet. Bluetooth enabled electronic devices connect and communicate wirelessly through a short range devices known as the piconets. Bluetooth device exists in a small ad hoc configurations with the ability to act either as a master or slave. The specifications allows the mechanism for master and slave to switch their roles. Point-to-point configuration with one master and one slave is the simple configuration about the Bluetooth. So Bluetooth enable electronic device which connect and communicate wirelessly through the short range devices called as the piconets. When the more than two Bluetooth devices communicate with one another, this is called again a piconet. A piconet can contain up to 7 slaves clustered around a single master. The device that initializes the establishment of the piconet becomes the master. Now the master is responsible for transmission control by dividing the network into the series of time slot among the network members as a part of time division multiplexing scheme, which is shown in the figure below. That figure shows us, or that figure is nothing but the piconets and scatternets along with the masters and slaves are there, that divides the network into the different time slots among the networks as a part of time division multiplexing technique or scheme, which is master, in which the master is responsible for transmission control by dividing the particular whole network into the different time slots. Now the features of piconets are: within the piconet, the timing of various devices and the frequency hopping sequence of individual devices is determined by the clock and unique 48-bit address of the masters. Now the next feature of piconet is each device can communicate simultaneously with up to 7 other devices within a single piconet. This is the most important feature of piconet. Each device can communicate with several piconets simultaneously. This is another special feature of piconet. Piconet are established dynamically and automatically as a Bluetooth enabled device entered and leave the piconets. There is no direct connection between the slaves, and all connections are essentially master to slave or slave to the master. Slaves are allowed to transmit once these have been polled by the master. Transmission starts in the slave to master time slot immediately following the polling packet from master. The next feature of Piconet, a device can be a member of two or more Piconets, jumping from one Piconet to another Piconet by adjusting the transmission regime, timing and frequency hopping sequence dictated by the master device of the second Piconet. The next feature, it can be a slave in one Piconet and master in another Piconet. It however cannot be a master in more than one Piconet. Devices resident in an adjacent Piconet provide a bridge to support inner Piconet connections, allowing assemblies of linked Piconets to form physically extensible communication infrastructure known as a scatternet. Now let's see what is the spectrum used by the Bluetooth technology. Bluetooth technology operates in the unlicensed industrial, scientific and medical ISM bands at 2.4 to 2.48 GHz using spread spectrum hopping full duplex signal at the nominal rate of 1600 hops per second. The 2.48 GHz ISM band is available and unlicensed in almost all the countries. So Bluetooth is operated at the rate of what? The frequency range from 2.4 to 2.48 GHz using spread spectrum hopping full duplex signal at the nominal rate of 1600 hops per seconds. Now let's see what is the range of Bluetooth. The Bluetooth operating range depends on the device. Class 3 radios have the range of up to 1 meter or 3 feet. Class 2 radios are almost commonly found in mobile devices, have a range of 10 meters or 13 feet. Class 1 radios are used primarily in industrial use. Cases have a range of 100 meters or 300 feet. So this is the range about the Bluetooth technology, that having the various range for various applications such as the mobile devices also as well as industrial applications also. Now move towards the data rate, what the data rate provided by the Bluetooth technology for users. So Bluetooth supports the data rate of up to 1 megabits per second, that is 1 Mbps data rate for version 1.2 and 3 megabits per second, that is 3 Mbps data rate for version 2.0 combined with error data rate. So this is the data rate provided by Bluetooth technology for their users or clients. So this is the end of my today's online lecture about the Bluetooth. So hope all of you understand this very well. Thank you very much.